Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany and today I am very excited to be showing you, this is my first ever gardening video on my channel. I'm very excited to be showing you a seedling tour of my seedlings I have so far. I am in zone 7A, now it's 7A, it used to be 6B, and I consider myself a beginner. This is only my third year gardening and I'm focusing mostly on cut flowers this year. Now right off the bat, since I am a beginner, I am very much urging you, if you see anything I could improve upon, or if you have any tips and tricks for me based on what you're seeing here and what I'm going to be talking about, I am not too proud. Please let me know how I can improve. I don't consider myself to have the greenest thumb. I just kind of do what I see on YouTube and see what works and what happens. Before I dive in, I do want to say if you like this video or you find it entertaining somehow, please engage with the video, and that could be in the form of a comment or a like, or you could even subscribe if you feel so inclined. What that does is it tells YouTube that I'm putting good, engaging content out there. I'm not wasting people's time. And it also tells me what you guys like. I would love to do more gardening videos in the future, so I need some of that data back to know whether you guys like this or not. So please engage with the video somehow after you watch. What I plan to do for this video is you're not just gonna be staring at me sitting here. That's not fun. So I'll put some B-roll footage, some zoomed in shots of all of my seedlings, how they're looking up close, what they look like. And I'll also be sure to put pictures and variety info somewhere on the screen or in the description so you know exactly which plants I'm talking about in case you want to grow them or you're growing them as well. So with that being said, I am very excited to go ahead and dive in. Now also, while I'm getting started, I do want to mention a few YouTube channels just because I probably will be mentioning their name a lot. So Janie from Dig Plant Water Repeat, Robbie from Visit Our Garden, and Christina from Sunshine and Flora. Love their channels. A lot of these flowers and stuff that are new to me and techniques I'm going to be talking about, I get from them. So if you hear me refer to them throughout the video, that's who I'm talking about. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into this first tray. You can see a very happy row of cosmos here. I'm going to be very bad about variety names, but like I said, I'll put pictures up so you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know this is a cosmos variety that I got from Johnny's, and it's white. And I got this specifically because of Janie from Dig Plant Water Repeat. She raved about it. And I must say, I didn't have a 100% germination rate, but I got something in every spot, so I'm happy with that. And I think I officially need to transplant these into bigger pots because I can actually see the roots from the top. They're very happy. Next, we have feverfew. I have heard Christina from Sunshine and Flora rave about feverfew. She says she loves it, so I had to grow it. And I had very good germination on that as well. Everything looks good. Next, we have gomphrena. Gomphrena is also new to me. I know I got a kind of T-Mobile color. What is that, fuchsia? I don't know, magenta. This I literally got 100% germination rate on. Every single seed I put in there, something is up. I know I need to thin these out, but please let me know, like with any of these I talk about, I'm not sure if they like being manipulated a lot, because normally what I would do, like with my snapdragons, what I do is if there's two in a spot, instead of just cutting one out to thin it and wasting a plant, I like to separate it and put it into two. I usually do that with snapdragons. They didn't enjoy that much this year, and I'm going to talk about that later, but I'm wondering if I can do that with a bunch of these plants that are new to me. I don't know if they like that. So like feverfew, for example, there's two in a lot of these. Can let me know if they like being transplanted like that, if they're okay with that. Same with gomphrena, because right now I have 9 spots filled, but if I separate them, I'll get 18. Scabiosa. Scabiosa I heard Robbie talk about from Visit Our Garden, and this one here is like a dark purple. It almost looks black. I'm so excited for this to see what it looks like. I did not have good germination rate on this. I actually had to restart a few here because nothing came up, and I just was not happy seeing that many empty slots. So these older ones are looking good, but these newer ones, even replanting and resowing them, I didn't get great germination, but we'll see how they grow up. And on the very right here is Rudbeckia. Those took a while for me to see come up, but now that they have come up, they look very happy. Now that I'm holding this in the sunlight, I'm also noticing some algae and mold. And I know that's because I'm keeping things too damp, but I don't know how to get around that. Like usually I bottom, okay, let me go back. For germinating, when I'm waiting for them to germinate, I missed the top of them. That's what my water bottle up there is for. I missed the top of them Once I see stuff shoot up, then I bottom water them. So I don't feel like I've been overwatering them, but I am seeing mold and algae. So I don't know what to do about that. Any tips, please let me know. Next up, I have almost a whole tray of statice. Statice is new to me, and I can confirm this is a plant that did not mind being separated. A lot of these were I planted 2 of these into one spot, and I took the time to separate them out. They did not mind at all. They look very happy. And up here, I've got some snapdragons. I am obsessed with snapdragons. Love snapdragons so much. They were one of the first cut flowers I ever grew, and almost my whole yard I had full of them. They were so fun. This is, I believe it's just called Red on Johnny's. And here are 2 more trays of snapdragons, but you can see they are looking a little sparse. Now, normally what I like to do for snapdragons is, I remember my first year gardening, I was like so determined to get snapdragons, and I had trouble. I had to sow them from scratch, I think 3 times before I figured out what worked for me. What worked for me with snapdragons was actually these here. I collect these now just for snapdragons. These are clamshells from the grocery store, like what you would buy tomatoes in. And so what I do for snapdragons now is I just fill this with seed starting mix, and I literally just sprinkle seeds on top. That's it. I don't know what it is with me, but when I try to start snapdragons in their own little spots, I don't have any luck. I don't know why. Then what I do is I let them germinate. I let them get, good size, not too small, but not too big. And I'll take the time to separate them all out and put them in their own little spots, which is what I did there. But you can see there, they were not, I lost a lot of them. They just did not enjoy that. So I didn't talk about the 2 other shades of snapdragons I have there. I have orange and I have apple blossom. And apple blossom I was so excited about, and I lost a lot of those. So I think I have at least 3 in there. That'll get me some good flowers. Here I have some yarrow. They are looking very happy. There's a lot in here that could stand to be thinned out, but this is new to me, so I don't know if they like being separated like I do with the snapdragons. So if they do, please let me know. But they are looking very happy. Well, actually, I am seeing some dry leaves here, which I don't understand because I water them every day, and I'm actually seeing algae on the top of the dirt here too. So I don't understand, but they look healthy for the most part. Next over here, looking somewhat sad, is eucalyptus. And eucalyptus is apparently a tropical plant, so it needs to be very warm, I guess. So maybe it's just not getting warm enough. But I am trying to grow this simply for greenery, for bouquets. And I know it can be invasive, so I will not be planting it in the ground. They will stay in pots. I was so mad at my cats over this one because these take a long time to grow. This was literally the first seeds I started for the year. And I started the seeds and I saw little babies come up, and then my cats thought it was a toy and ruined it. Dirt everywhere. I was so mad. So I had to restart them. I lost about a week there, but they're on their way. Again, mold. I don't know what to do about that. Also, I did not mention what I'm doing is once I have a germination and they're growing, I've been turning the heat mats off. I have heat mats here. I don't know if that's right. I read somewhere online that you only need the heat when you're trying to get them to germinate. If that's wrong, please let me know, or if you have any opinions about that, I'd love to hear it. Down here, I have a somewhat empty tray, but I have reasons for that I'll get into. On the right, I have, what is that? Straw flower. I don't remember the shade, but I will be putting a picture. One little spot there did not germinate, but everything else 100%. On the next row, I have stock. I think stock is beautiful. I have not had luck the past 2 years trying to grow it, so I'm very excited to see germination here. I know that they don't like the heat too much, and it's been an oddly warm winter, so I'm a little concerned about when I put them outside, but I will let y'all know what happens there. Third row, I have another row of statice. This is a blue shade, and I just saw the picture on Johnny's and thought it was so pretty, so I had to get some blue. So I have a lot of statice. I don't know if I'll have room for all this, but they are soon going to be separated into their own little individual homes. On the fourth row, I have marigolds, and I'm somewhat confused by this because these are seeds that I harvested from my own garden from last year. So I have a ton of seeds, and I just harvested them like literally less than a year ago, and the germination rate was terrible. I have 3 plants. That should probably be enough because it's not a cut flower. I'm just doing it for, well, you gotta have marigolds. And let's talk about these left 2 rows. What happened here was I'm on some Facebook groups for gardening in my area, and I've been trying to research more about native plants in my area, just trying to get more into that. So I asked the Facebook group one day, hey, does anybody know where I can go harvest some native plant seeds, like out in the wild? Just walk around and go find some seeds. And this lovely woman responded and she said, hey, I have a ton of seeds, just come over and take some. Okay, so I met up with her on a Saturday after getting coffee like I always do on Saturdays. And I sat with her for 30 minutes and she gave me a ton of seeds. I love my community. I love where I live. So I ran an experiment on some of those seeds. This woman told me, and she's correct, that a lot of these seeds I would need to stratify in the cold. I think that's how you say it. Which, as I understand it, means you need to treat it with cold temperatures to kind of mimic what would happen in the wild. So in the fall, with an echinacea, for example, the flower dies, the seeds drop to the ground, and then the seeds sit on the ground over the winter and then they sprout in the spring. To get germination, like if I wanted to start these seeds, they need to be cold treated first because they were not out in the cold in the winter as they should have been. But I'm a little impatient and I was already setting up the soil and I thought to myself, let's just run an experiment. I have plenty of seeds. This woman gave me so many seeds. Let's just run an experiment, plant some of these and see what happens without doing the cold stratification. So I planted a row of milkweed, butterfly milkweed, and a row of purple coneflower echinacea. There was one little plant that came up for the coneflower. So I got something. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I still have the heat mat going there. Maybe I can get a couple more, but I think I do need to cold stratify next season. That is actually it for cut flowers, and my husband requested some veggies and herbs. So I'm a little disappointed with how that's going. That's why I sigh like that. Like, I'm growing a lot of not so easy cut flowers with somewhat good success now. And the easy things like tomatoes and peppers, I can never get good results on. I don't understand why. This is a tray of tomatoes. I have 2 that are some sort of yellow, small pear-shaped tomatoes from Baker's Creek. But apparently we're not supposed to be liking Baker's Creek right now. Something about drama with GMO purple tomatoes? I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment. And then the other 4 are just some Mariglobe. Like I said, I'm terrible with variety names, but I will get it and I will put a picture. They're looking okay. I wish they were growing a little faster, but they're still on the heat mat. I'll give them a little more heat. And there's not much to show you down on the bottom right there because nothing's happening. And those are planted like 2 weeks ago now. I have a thing of basil, love basil, a thing of eggplant, and a thing of bell peppers. And I'm not seeing anything for 2 weeks. And it's on the heat mat. I have saran wrap on it to make more humidity in there. I don't understand. But I'll give it a few more days, I guess. And I just tell myself if I can't get anything to germinate, I can just go buy some starts. It's not a big deal. Oh, I did forget about one cut flower. I have dreamt and dreamt of growing sweet pea flowers. They are so beautiful and I've heard they smell great. I've not had luck. So the first year I tried them, I just direct sowed them, and I know they don't like hotter temperatures, so I made sure to do it when it was safe for them. Nothing happened. Not a sprout, nothing. So this year I tried, I got a packet from Botanical Interests and I tried the paper towel method, which is where you put them in a little Ziploc bag inside a folded paper towel that's moist, and you put it on the heat mat and it will hopefully get some sprouts started for you. And then you plant them. Mold, day 2. Mold, so much mold, no sprouts. So then I tried to like wash the mold off, get a new paper towel, get a new baggie, and I actually took the time with the utility knife to like kind of nick the surface of each of them, because I've heard you're supposed to like the outer surface might be too hard, so it kind of helps it out. Mold, day 2. So I tossed those out, and then I'm just gonna try direct sowing them again. So actually about 7 days ago now, put some outside, and I don't see anything yet. I just really want sweet peas. If you have advice for me about sweet pea flowers, please let me know. I really, really, really want them. That's all I have for you today. I'm gonna check back in if this video does well and do another seedling tour. You can see my progress as I go. I personally love to see that with other gardeners, especially in my zone, so I can kind of peep and see like, where am I supposed to be at? How far have they gotten along? So if you did enjoy the video, I hope to see you then. And friendly reminder, if you did enjoy the video, please engage with the video somehow. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined to stick around. And with that being said, I will see you guys later. Bye.